So what brought you to Juice Beauty and what makes you think that you're going to be able to be successful in this role right now?
So I was living in Europe and the UK for 8 years and running CEO of a few brands over there. And I wanted to come back to the US. And so I joined another company in skincare as the CEO and was loving it. But I was introduced to the founder of Juice Beauty, Karen, just by chance by an old colleague. And we ended up having, I think it was dinner. And I don't know, I just really was entranced by Karen's philosophy and her passion for organic and wellness. She's quite an innovator. We like to say she's the original of this skincare movement and organic, clean skincare. And over the months, we kept in touch and started sharing ideas. And next thing I know, I was meeting her and the board, and they made me an offer, and here I am.
Awesome. Awesome. That's cool. Lance, what is your guys' play on TikTok going into 2024? Where do you picture this happening and what are you picturing going on in the market specifically with TikTok, Lance?
I see it just accelerating and understanding that it's a way to reach an audience that you might not have reached. And it's not just that everyone is a young kid, there's all ages there. And I think you have to just stay true to who you are as a brand and live your truth and don't try to be and follow every single trend. And to become viral, I think it's if you tell a really authentic story that the TikTok watcher is interested in, you're going to fly. And our goal is ultimately to be on TikTok live constantly and every day for hours every day. And it's not so much for me about sales, it's about awareness. It's
Yeah.
about gathering the community together, people that are obsessed by organic, clean, natural skincare, and really telling the story and helping them understand that just because it's clean doesn't mean it's not effective.
Lance, where do you see Juice Beauty sitting on TikTok and still being authentic to who you guys are?
So we're pretending that our customer is the one that's dancing or that they're 22 years old. And that's not
Yeah.
our customer.
Yeah.
So our
Yeah. Yeah.
customer is the millennial plus. So you're a
Yeah.
millennial, I'm a Gen X.
Yeah.
That's our customer. And weren't doing that. So
Yeah.
we are transitioning over to do that. And we're reaching out and building relationships with creators that identify with us as a brand and have this believe wellness is a really important aspect, sustainability, clean beauty. But they really first and foremost want their skin to look better. So that's how we're approaching it. And that's how we're kind of rebuilding our audience.
Gotcha. How do you stand out? How do you guys differentiate yourselves, Lance, in a market that seems like it's never ending with new brands that are coming out?
To stand out is to be authentic, to speak to almost to the smallest addressable audience, really targeting in to who that customer group is. They don't
Yeah.
have to be a zillion people. It could be a really small group. They then become your ambassadors. They come to spread the word. And that's how you have to go about it. And really think about your point of differentiation.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
something that we have to speak about and really brag about and be proud that we're so differentiated from other brands in the market and why our products are so effective.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So where are you putting your dollars this year to actually grow?
So I would say there's three very specific places. First and foremost, people, our team and building out our team and supporting our team out in the stores. They really have an immediate direct impact. The other place is in media, but very targeted, really addressing, understanding. We're doing research now on who is our audience, what do they like, what do they don't they like, and understanding the cohorts that we need to go after. And then finally, into influencer and creator relationships. These are priceless.
Yeah.
To develop these relationships with people that have a passion for what we do, and whether their audience is 1,000 or 20,000 or $250,000, that is really where we're doing a lot of focus.
What does paid media look like in 2024 to you, Lance, right now from this perspective? CPMs continue to rise. What does that look like for you guys when you're kind of planning out budgeting specifically on paid channels?
I mean, we have to keep in mind that prices are going up, and why it's so important to go beyond, let's say, the basics. When you're going after a keyword or something, obviously, if it's something very broad, the cost can go up very high. So understanding and getting into the micro details and how to go after those certain segments that are unique to you are going to really open up a huge opportunity, and where the expense is slightly less. Also going to new places. So Reddit is a completely undeveloped place where there's thousands and thousands of people talking about skincare, for example. But Reddit has just kind of opened up and started developing this whole advertising model. And it's still not exorbitantly expensive. And you can really engage with the consumer there. Another place is YouTube. Yes, it's expensive, but you can even as a brand monetize yourself on YouTube to help feed back the loop into your media.
That's right.
So
that's right. Beautiful way to do it.
It's so unique. So I think it's understanding those things. And we're not experts at Juice Beauty. And that's why now we're actually in the process of finishing an RFP with media agencies, because there are experts out there and we need to admit what we don't know and embrace it and bring in experts to help guide us.
Yeah, absolutely.